Wondering who might show up on the banners in version 5.3, or when we will finally see characters like ARLECCHINO, SHENHE, or WRIOTHESLEY. In today's video, we'll explore the 5.3 banner predictions and cover any updates on version 5.2 banners. If you're looking to save up to 19% on Genshin top-ups, check out ldshop.gg. Just enter your UID and server, link in the description. Alright, let's dive into the 5.2 banners first. By now you've probably heard what to expect, but if not, here's the lineup. Version 5.2 is set to feature Chasca and Lyney in the first phase, followed by Zhongli and Neuvillette in the second phase. It's a pretty intense lineup, especially with so many players saving up for Mavuika. Deciding on where to spend those primos is going to be tough. Just a reminder, Mavuika's rerun will come 4 patches after her initial release. So if she drops in 5.3, her rerun will likely happen around version 5.7. On the other hand, who knows when Neuvillette and Zhongli will be back? Maybe a year or more, so spend those primos wisely. Now, any banner updates? Honestly, not really. Data miners have been quiet, which usually means one of two things. They're confident this lineup is set, or they just haven't received anything new. But honestly, it usually means they're confident about the leak. So expect to see these characters in the version 5.2 banners. You might be wondering what happened to Wanderer's rerun and the Dragonspine event. This info actually came from Fowl, one of the most reliable sources. When the beta started, there was no sign of a Dragonspine event. And later, it was confirmed that we won't be seeing a Wanderer rerun either. So what's the deal? Well, simply put, turns out neither Wanderer nor a Dragonspine event were ever supposed to appear in version 5.2. The initial info was just false. Right after version 5.2 banners and events were confirmed, Fowl unfortunately decided to step down from the data mining scene. All right, now that we know the upcoming banners in version 5.2, let's get into version 5.3 banners. Based on info from reliable sources, 2 characters we are almost certain to see are Mavuika and Citlali. Data miners have hinted at these 2 for some time, following a pretty consistent lineup. Mualani and Kinich in 5.0, Zilonen in 5.1, Chasca in 5.2, and now Mavuika and Citlali in 5.3. While some minor details have shifted along the way, the main plan has remained solid. As an Archon, Mavuika is likely to be released in the first phase of 5.3, which follows the pattern we've seen with previous Archon releases, and Citlali would then follow in the second phase. Since 5.3 will also feature a Liyue Chronicled banner alongside the Lantern Rite event, we can expect at least one Liyue character to join the lineup. Shenhe and Xianyun seem the most likely, as they've both had fewer reruns compared to other Liyue characters. Shenhe's only had 2 banners, and Xianyun has appeared just once. If you remember, Shenhe has always shown up in patches with another Creo character, running alongside Ayaka once and Ganyu in another. Now that Citlali, a 5-star Cryo character, is expected in 5.3, we might see Shenhe following that same trend. With this in mind, Shenhe actually has a higher chance of rerunning than Xianyun. And as for which phase? Most likely, she'd appear in the second phase to align with the Lantern Rite event timing. We're still missing one last character in the 5.3 lineup. And trust me, this one will be a fan favorite or even an OP character. If you've been following my videos, you know where I'm going with this. There is one character who comes to my mind. It's ARLECCHINO. For many players, she's an absolute must-have. So if Mavuika and ARLECCHINO both end up in the 5.3 banners, it's almost a guarantee people will be spending all their primos and then spend some extra cash. This strategy keeps players invested and encourages them to spend real money in the game. But what about WRIOTHESLEY? Honestly, there's a pretty high chance he'll make his appearance in version 5.4. MiHoYo likely won't push him out any further. Then again, it wouldn't be all that surprising if they did. MiHoYo does have a tendency to keep Cryo characters waiting for some reason. Well, that's all for today's video. What do you think about this speculation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Oh, and do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Until next time.